NBA sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
And he's been on the upswing offensively these past few months. And you know how much they love getting all those extra points out of him. He's been carrying a much bigger load lately, and I think he'll just continue to get better.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The post-pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Marcus Smart is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's James in at the small forward position. And for Washington, Davis is out there with George. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Young in at the point guard. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting into the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Vanderbilt hits them both. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Here's Sarr. George with the screen on Doncic. Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep, James. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Sarr. Pass to Young. Davis with a screen on Doncic. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Davis missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the rejection by Ayton.
And for Ayton, protecting the rim is a big deal for him. I want to see a lot more of this.
Here's James. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sarr sets the screen for Young. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Washington.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Vanderbilt, good, and Smart gets the assist.
And Smart keeps the offense connected, just does a great job of making sure they have a nice flow.
Inside. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
To the middle, wants to get it to Smart and does. He gets it in there.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Smart. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
Now, here's Doncic. There's the three. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And let's check out stats for James. Coming off a terrific season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Doncic against Young. Outside, George. Young, a screen on Vanderbilt. And a foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Young against Doncic. It's Davis on the wing.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Here's James. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now, here is Young. Nothing on the board. A wide open look here for Koulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Alex Song.
And right there, Ayton using his size to impose his will.
Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Ayton hits them both. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Trae Young on top.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Smart against Koulibaly. Young for three. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, that's one thing about Trae Young. He has never seen a three he didn't like.
Up top, Doncic, defended by Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside, George. Back to Young. The three ball. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to James. Doncic against Young. And Doncic gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now George. Now here's Johnson. James covering. Davis with a screen on James. Johnson off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Doncic looking it over. Over Young. Hits the front of the rim and out. Wizards trail by 9. Johnson outside. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Oh, great job converting through contact. Johnson needs to keep doing this moving forward.
Doncic passes to Ayton. James in the post. Johnson on him. Now here's Doncic, defended by Young. Smart misses. Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. James against Johnson. Koulibaly with the screen for Johnson. Offensive rebound. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Koulibaly with it. Guarded by Smart. Pass to George. Lets the three fly. And James pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Smart dishes to Doncic. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Koulibaly. And then for Los Angeles, Jake LaRavia is checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Kennard in for Marcus Smart. Here's James. His last outing with 20 points. Shot clock at 5. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I love that mindset. He wasted no time catching the ball and going straight at the rim.
Young passes to Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Dalton Carrington's checked in for Trae Young. Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Maxi Kleber comes in for James. Now, here's Doncic. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Carrington. Here's Doncic. That's a 2 from Kennard. Can't nail the jump. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 6. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Davis. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. And now just a 1-point Laker lead.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Pass to Kleber. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And they pick up 2. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Loads it up for Davis. Taken away by Hayes. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, the Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you guys.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
Hayes, no good on the free throw. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them. A rookie who shoots freely from the arc, Johnson is a threat with range.
Kennard, the pass to Hayes. Nails the baby hook. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Smith against Russell. Here's Timmy. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Pass to LaRavia. Clock at 4. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Champagnie. The Wizards shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Also looking it over. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by LaRavia. Shot by the Lakers leading. Smith inside. He's guarded by Russell. Nice shot by Smith. Here's Washington now. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Russell. From down in the low post, it goes.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Timmy. Hasn't made one yet. Can't get it to fall. Carrington up top. Kennard covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Watching this rookie, Trey Johnson, he's got that combination of length and shooting that every coach wants. This team really excited about his future.
Young's checked in for the Wizards. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James is checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard, the bounce pass. Smith for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Johnson left side. To the inside. Out to the wing. Pass to Vucevic. Drills the three-pointer. Vucevic has got 5 points so far.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Trey Johnson has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
So for the Lakers right now, Smith is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's James. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward. Now here's James. Good on the triple. LaRavia's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Johnson for three. The Lakers with the rebound. James outside. Pass to Smith. Back to James. Now Hayes. He's guarded by Russell. Smith outside. Here's LaRavia. No good on the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. The teardrop falls in. 14 points for him.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's James. Smith sets the pick for James. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Wizards making a switch here. Gill's checked in. Pass to Champagnie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nice job there by Young, picking that defense apart and finding openings for his teammates.
Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. Wide open look. And no good. Lakers trail by 4. James in the post. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Young with the steal. Johnson outside. Off target with his three.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to LaRavia. Can't connect from short range.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Gill. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Gill's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
James looking around. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. No good with the triple. Wizards leading by 6. And here's Young. High post Johnson. LaRavia's there. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by LaRavia. And here's Young from the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure. Davis is checked in for Gill. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Doncic is checked in. Free throw drops for Smith. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Both free throws good from Smith. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Young passes to Davis. Johnson outside. Outside for Davis. The rebound by James. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Hayes throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Young finds Johnson. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Young. Shoots from the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's just supreme confidence there from Young on that mid-range.
Russell against Smith. It's stolen by Davis. Johnson in the corner. And it's Laravia with the rebound.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
And it's Smith missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. They lead by 4. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Outside, Russell. Pass to Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Champagnie's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Doncic. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Lakers with some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Luke Kennard in for Smith. Ayton a screen on Young. Doncic kicks to Ayton. And good that time.
I love seeing DeAndre Ayton in attack mode. He anticipated an opportunity for himself, and he went for it.
Young looking around. Pass to Song. Here is Davis. James covering. The jump hook. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Now here's James. Six to shoot. Shot from the wing. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington leading now by 6. Right block shot. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high percentage shot.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Smart comes in for Luke Kennard. Lakers trail by 8. Now Doncic fires the 3. Oh, Doncic from way outside.
That's Luka magic, taking a difficult shot from deep range and making it look easy.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Washington. Outside for Smart. And the 3 off target. Washington leading now by 7. Koulibaly with it. He has yet to score. Sarr in the high post. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Doncic. Outside for Smart. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And that one falls for Smart. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
Koulibaly, no good. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Doncic. Pass to LaRavia. Back to Doncic. Vanderbilt kicks to Ayton. Smart passes to Vanderbilt. Here's LaRavia. And again, the Lakers no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Wizards. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Carrington. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Outside, Davis. George sets a screen for Davis. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Carrington. Koulibaly against Smart to the left wing. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Outside, Davis. Pass to Sarr. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's an 11-point Wizards lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
Well, he also did a great job on the glass, and it made a big difference.
Hits it from three-point range. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup. Davis has got 15.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to LaRavia. Back to Doncic. Takes the 3. Rebound, Washington. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. George passes to Sarr. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Sweet move, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Outside, Smart. Back to Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Outside, George. 20 seconds left here in the second. Koulibaly against Smart. Davis in the corner. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Doncic from deep three-point land. And so it's Washington enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trey.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Los Angeles Lakers. With the way this game is shaping up, we could be looking at extended garbage time.
This thing's out of hand. We're going to need garbage time for garbage time. I call that garbageception.
Garbage time for garbage time? What? How does that even work? What, do you put the people in the stands in the game?
It means me and you one-on-one. Get your shoes on, kid. I'm tired of you talking to me crazy.
First of all, I ain't garbage, but this will be fun.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Wizards.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Wizards leading by 12. Keyshawn George is out there with Davis. Then it's Young. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Czar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Smart. James kicks to Vanderbilt. Lakers passing it around. Smart passes to Doncic. Really left alone that time. Doncic has got 9.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Here's Koulibaly. Still scoreless. Pass to Davis. Launches a 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Tim, there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
And he's good on the first of 3. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Lakers trail by 14. The drive by James. Doncic outside. For the 3. And Davis pulls it down. The Wizards shooting at 51%. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Smart deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. Doncic, no good.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
George dishes to Young. High post, Davis. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 for Doncic. The triple, Doncic.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Wizards leading by 15. Outside, George. Davis gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Up top for Vanderbilt. And it's blocked. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside, Davis. Young with no one around. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 15. Outside, Smart. Pass to James. And they double up James. Koulibaly with the steal. The finish. And Sarr throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic.
Last season, he played outstanding. He put in about 28 points per, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
Here's Young, following the three by the Lakers. Pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers trail by 14. Outside, Smart. Back to Doncic. Pulls up, high post, and he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Back to Young. Over Doncic. Rebound the Lakers.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Now here's James. He's got 7 from 12 feet out. Goes back up. Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Back to Young. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Right wing. Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, that's really nice footwork that time by Ayton, setting the screen first and then finding that scoring opportunity.
Doncic against Young. Left side, Davis. Back to Young. Outside for George. That one's off. Still out of sync. Lakers trail by 8. Doncic outside. James sets the screen for Doncic. Launches it. Cranes the three-pointer. Doncic has got 19 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Great showing for him last season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Now here's Davis. He's got 19. The three. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Washington making some changes. Johnson comes in for Keyshawn George. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Coulibaly. Jake LaRavia is checked in for the Lakers. Luke Kennard comes in for Smart. Now, here is Young. He has 5. Johnson in the corner. To end the drought. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic, bounce pass. Here's LaRavia. Pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's James. He can't get that one to fall. Davis with some nice D. Johnson, the pass to Sarr. It's good. Sarr's got 8 points in the quarter.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Kennard. And here is Ayton. He's got 6. The 3 for Doncic. And it's Russell with the rebound. Pass to Sarr. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And he makes the first. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Doncic finds Kennard. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. They led by as many as 18 points. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 16 points.
That wingspan of Johnson helps him score around the rim. It's about 6'10", which is very good for a wing.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 19. And again, no good by the Lakers. Davis with it. Larabia's there. With the crossover. And it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
The 3. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Monday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against the Clippers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Carlton Carrington's checked in for Alexander Sarr.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
And Johnson, no good on that one. Lakers trail by 15. Down low. Here's Kennard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Wizards.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kennard. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A 12-point game. Rebound by Smith.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Kennard with a screen on Russell. Smith for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside, Russell. Back to Davis.
A moment now to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He is a force in there. I love the way he rebounds and defends the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Yeah, since the break, he has been in attack mode, and he is living at the line.
Kennard, the pass to LaRavia. And that one drops for him. LaRavia's got 5 points so far.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Johnson outside. Five on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Lots of fight from this kid, Johnson, the rookie with some moxie.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Johnson. Lakers trail by 13. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard from past the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Russell dishes to Johnson. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Davis kicks to Johnson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Smith.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Hayes the pass to LaRavia. Kennard kicks to Hayes. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. That 3 off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Washington out in front as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lakers trail by 13, and on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. James is out there with Hayes. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Smith, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. And Hayes kicks to Smith. James outside, from deep, hands it from downtown. James has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Washington leading now by 10. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. From downtown, the rebound by James. James has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The shot's good from Hayes.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Champagnie. Outside Russell. And here is Johnson. Shoots over Laravia. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. James up top. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Hayes. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Screened by Russell. Johnson outside. The Wizards with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
James outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Got a hand on it. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Wizards making a change here. Davis has checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Doncic has checked in for Smith. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them 3-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Doncic against Young. Doncic passes to James. Pulls up from the corner. Washington with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Davis. And it's denied. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kennard up top. He's guarded by Russell. Kennard, the pass to Doncic. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 15 points in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now, here is Russell trying to get something going. Banked in off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Doncic outside. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson up top. He's defended by Laravia. Davis setting the pick for Young. Ball stolen. Here's James.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Now, here's Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Moravia passes to James. And they double up James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hayes. In the corner, it's James. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Wizards with the lead. Outside, Russell. Outside, Davis. Here's Champagnie. Russell passes to Young. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
First one falls for him. Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smart subbed in for Luke Kennard. James, the pass to Doncic. Back to James. Outside for Smart. No good. That would have tied it. Wizards leading by 3. George finds Young. The rejection by Ayton.
Man, it is tough to get shots over Ayton that close to the rim.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside, James. Ayton a screen on George. Outside for Smart. Pass to Doncic. Oh, Ayton in position. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Doncic.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Ayton against Song. High post Young. A baseline J. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
James kicks to Smart. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Vanderbilt to the paint. Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Young outside. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Smart.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now here's Doncic. Fires for 3. Oh, the confidence of Doncic.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Packed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. James against George. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Now James. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. James fires. And he does not hit. And it's Davis with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They led by as many as 18 points. Ayton against Song. Now George. Outside Davis. 5 to shoot. From deep. Cleared away by Ayton.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Marcus Smart. James outside. Smart outside. Koulibaly with the steal. Here's Davis. Vanderbilt with the steal. Now James.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, his job there was to get them the lead, and he did that.
Washington has gone ice cold from three-point land 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. To take the lead, Young drives in, and he lays that one in.
And I would say that's the definition of an ankle breaker, fellas. That move was devastating.
Well, that one is going on the highlight reel. He'll be showing that one to his grandchildren someday.
Now, here's Doncic. Ayton a screen on Young. Now Ayton. And stolen by Song. Young puts it right back up and in.
What a shot. That's exactly why you go to Young right there.
Doncic against Young. James outside. Smart. Off target from outside.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Now, Doncic. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Vanderbilt. George with the steal. Now, Koulibaly. 6 feet out. James slips down the rebound.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Here's Young. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
It's James. Jacks up a 3. Davis pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Smart fires. No good again that time. And so they foul intentionally. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And so Washington takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Well, Trey, leadership is such a key part of the point guard position. What's your focus in living up to that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts is off the court, because that translates on.
Bowling, that's something I haven't done in a while. Thanks for the inspiration.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight.